Hey weirdos, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great start to your day or middle of your day or end of your day. So here's what's happening here. I started doing a builder gel backfill and I'm like, you know what? I haven't done one of these in a while on camera. So let me flip my camera on. I'm going to record it and I'll show you guys exactly how I do two things actually, a builder gel backfill and a nail repair. So I'm starting off by prepping my nails. And by that, I mean, I did my cuticle work. Just so you guys are aware, I already got rid of all my dead cuticle off my nail. And now I'm just roughing up the whole surface of that builder gel. Gel typically will stick to itself, but I like a more textured surface. I feel like that gives the best the best adherence for your gel backfill. So I'm going to go ahead and rough up all of the nails. I will get the shine off of my natural nail. We're going to start getting all prepped up. Once I have all of that, do I know words today? All that surface. Once I get all that surface roughed up, I'm just going to take a very soft buffer thingy-majiggy. It is a gritty buffer block thing, but it is a buffer, so it's not going to be damaging on your natural nail. And this is how I'm going to remove the shine from the natural nail area by the cuticle, the area I'm going to backfill. Once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of the dust, and I'm going to give my nails a little wipe down with some swipe solution. You can use alcohol if you want to, but this doubles as a nail dehydrator, which is key. I find that alcohol typically is not strong enough for everybody to get all those oils off. Sometimes you'll have to use a dehydrator or even 100% acetone. For me, I feel like the swipe solution works perfectly, so I'm going to get that on all the nails, get rid of all that dust and debris. Then we're going to prime. I know that primer is kind of not for everybody, and that's okay. My nails don't really like hanging on to gel very much. They're very thin naturally, so my nails do require a primer. I'm going to prime the entire nail. This is probably overkill. You probably only need to prime your natural nail, but I like to make sure that when I file and smooth everything out later when I'm done with my backfill, that I'm not peeling off any of the new gel I apply. So I'm going to get it on the entire nail, let that sit for like 2 minutes. You do not need to cure it. Cautious of primer though, because most primers do contain HEMA, so just a cautionary there. Now we're going to get into the actual backfill. This is the builder gel that I'm using. If you want to see the overlay application that I did, I'll leave that up in the cards and down in the box for you. I'm just taking the smallest bead on my brush, pushing that into that cuticle area where I need that backfill. I'm wiping off all the excess from the brush and then just blending that bead down to the rest of the nail. That's going to give you that perfect fill in the back, but not make it super bulky on the rest of the nail where you don't need it. And that's literally all I do for my builder gel fills. I'm going to repeat this on all of the nails, and then I'm going to cure for a full minute, and we'll go from there. Now, I know you guys are going to have questions. One thing that I do want to touch on is make sure you're not getting any of these products on your skin. Primer, you don't want to get that on your skin. Gel, especially, you don't want to get on your skin for two reasons. One, that's going to cause lifting unless you remove it right away. But also it can cause or lead to gel allergies. So you want to make sure you're not making skin contact, or if you do, clean it up immediately. Do not cure that on your skin. You don't want to catch a gel allergy. That's something that you cannot reverse. So there's that. Also, I want to mention that you can use a builder gel backfill on any nail overlay. If you have acrylic nails or dip powder nails and you just want to fill them in, you can use builder gel. Additionally, if you have a builder gel overlay and you want to backfill it with acrylic or dip powder, you can do that too. All these products essentially are the same. They're just differently formulated. So you can mix and match all you want, and it's totally fine. You also may have noticed that I did not use a gel base. Sometimes you must, sometimes you may not. That again is going to depend on your specific nail type and what your product's instructions are. For me, and I've done this fill plenty of times with the same exact builder gel, with different builder gels, I have found that I do not need a gel base when I'm doing backfills. I always do a gel base when I'm doing my overlay, but for backfills, I don't find it necessary. Maybe it's because I do my nails so often, but that's a personal choice that you'll have to make depending on your own nail type, your own nail chemistry, all of that good stuff. Just as a reminder, and for those of you who are new, hi, I'm Marlakris. I repeat, I am not a nail tech. I am a DIY nail artist, like most of you probably are, but I have a lot of experience with a lot of different nail products. So this is really just based on what works for me and what I have found to be successful in my nail journey. Everyone is different. Everyone's nails are different. You're not going to have the same experience. You might, I don't know, but it's likely you will not have the same experience because my nails are not your nails. So you're going to have to find what works for you. So I went ahead, cured everything for a full minute. I did go ahead and do I didn't do my thumb yet. Thumb we're going to do separately because we're going to do a nail repair. I slammed my thumb into my steering wheel in my car. Why? I don't know. I have no idea how it happened. I got very aggressive one day with my steering wheel and I cracked my thumbnail, which happens because I tend to keep my overlays on the thinner side because of my lifestyle. And again, that's going to depend on you and your lifestyle. So we're going to do a little nail repair. Super easy. I've got a paper form here. I think I got these on Amazon. They're linked to my storefront. And I'm going to fit this form to my nail. And again, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but this will depend on your nail shape, your nail type, how you fit your form. But you want to make sure your form is very tight and snug and as flush as possible to your nail. You don't want a gap between your nail and the nail form. So once you get your nail form on, then I'm going to go ahead and prep the nail. Now remember, that nail is already dehydrated and I haven't touched it, so we're fine with the dehydrator, but I am going to use a primer over the entire nail, just like I did for the other 4 nails. So I'm going to prime, let that dry, and then I'm going to show you how to build a nail with your paper form. So let's get started building this nail up again. I'm going to build the corner. That's the first move I'm going to make. I think the important takeaways here are I am connecting this to the existing nail. So I'm kind of overlapping to build that corner. Is it going to be uneven and bulky? Yes, more likely than not, it's going to be a little uneven and lumpy and bumpy because you're building a whole new corner. That's okay. That's going to get fixed later on during filing. So once I had that corner built out and cured for 60, now I'm going to proceed with the backfill and try to get this as even as possible. I find, now granted, your application's likely not going to be perfect. Mine's not perfect, although as I usually say, perfection is just an illusion. But you're going to have to do a little bit of filing later. The cleaner your application is, though, the less filing you're going to have to do later on. So I'm doing this fill exactly the same way as I did the other 4 nails. I'm going to fill in that cuticle area, blend it towards the free edge, and then I'm going to reevaluate. Before I do anything else, I'm going to look at the nail from all angles, figure out what needs to be done. And I do notice that I do need a little bit more product around that free edge area. So after I cure, I'm going to do another coat around that free edge, get that as even as I can, as for thickness goes at least. Then I'm going to cure, remove the form, clean off the tacky layer, and then we're going to get into filing and contouring this repair and the rest of the nails. So I've gotten that cured. I'm going to take off the tacky layer. Again, I'm using my swipe solution. And now we're going to get into a little bit of filing. I'm using 2 different files. The same files that I used to prep with I'm going to finish file with. Files is kind of a personal preference thing. I like a 100, 180. Typically, I'll use the 180 side. Gel is very soft to file. You do not need an aggressive file. So I'm going to start by cleaning up the sidewall area and the edge, make that as crisp as possible. And then I'm going to take the softer side of my file and blend everything together. This can take a little bit of time and a whole lot of practice. You really want to look at your nails from all angles and get that surface as even as possible. That is going to set you up for I don't want to say perfect. I almost said the P word. For your best canvas to do whatever you want over this. And again, you can do dip on top of this. You can do gel polish on top of this. You can leave them just as is, as I typically do between manicures. So I'm going to go ahead and get the nail filed up. I'm going to blend the other nails together, even though the other nails came out really well. I didn't need to do a whole lot of filing at all. This one, however, needed a little bit of help. As is typical for me when I have to build a nail, I prefer to make a mountain out of my nail and then file down, because typically I have found in my own experience, when I first started playing with builder gel, I was not using enough product, and I would have to go back, re-prep, re-prime, and add product, which can be really annoying. I'd rather just add too much and file down than have not enough and have to do the whole thing all over again. So I'm going to go ahead, finish up filing. I'm going to let you guys hang out, and I'm going to come back and I'll show you how to finish this. So I went ahead and finished filing all of the nails, and now my hands are twins again. As you can see, there's a nice curve from the back of the nail to the front of the nail. They're not thick and bulky at all. The thumb, it's like the break never happened. I officially am obsessed with this builder gel. I love it so much. Even the color itself, it just blends so beautifully with itself, which I find is also kind of rare to have a color that blends so well. So all I need to do now, throw some cuticle oil on, and we're done. If you want peel base, put peel base and do a manicure. If you want to leave them like that, leave them just like that. I hope you guys found this helpful. Leave any questions you may have down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.